Hello, welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream.
Sorry, there was a warning. I'd never seen that warning before. It's like we're using high CPU or something.
Warning us to fix the chat.
It went away. No, I guess we're okay. I mean, it's no worse than it usually is. So, what's wrong? You're looking around.
Thought I heard a distant, high-pitched noise. It's possible I'm just vaguely going deaf.
What?
What?
So we are Kyle and Ian. We're going to play some Versus System tonight.
Here on FixTheChat.com.
Maybe Chris and Casey will show up.
That's right.
Our fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got one already.
Excellent. The nerds are multiplying.
Our streaming software has crashed, says this dialogue. But it appears not to be crashed. That's weird.
So there is a minute delay.
Take two? That was weird. Our streaming software crashed. So, sorry about that. We're back. We're live. We're here.
We're not crashed at the moment.
Yeah. Yay. Okay.
Yeah, everything is fine.
Welcome to Nerd Cards.
Nerd
Cards.
Nerd cards.
Last week we had a little bit of mediocre cards.
Yep.
It was not terrible. We both had some kind of bad draws.
Yep.
The games were very one-sided. That's why
Yep.
they were kind of terrible, but they were all right. Got to see some interesting stuff, but hopefully we'll have some better cards tonight.
Yeah, we did get to see Colossus last time.
We did get to see Colossus. Yeah.
A character
He
that
was a little scary. I didn't
dude.
like that Colossus. I won't lie.
Big Colossus.
Kyle has informed me that not next week, but the following week he's going to be out of town, so I will be streaming some more Dungeon Mans at that time. So if you're interested in Dungeon Mans, tune in now, and if you're not, tune in then. Don't. And I will have to watch my last video to remember what the frick I was doing in Dungeon Mans, because I think last time we played was like a month and a half ago.
Indeed. Indeed.
Anyway, let's play some cards.
Yeah, I'm game for that. I have some cards. I have some cards right here.
Those
Here
are
are
some
my
good cards. I like your cards, Kyle.
Everybody likes my cards.
All right.
Cards.
Well, that's why we do the stream. Everybody likes Kyle's cards.
Yeah, everybody
That's
likes
what
Kyle's
it's
cards.
Everybody likes Kyle's cards.
.com.
I want to play this deck.
Okay, this is the deck. Do we have any way to verify that we're actually streaming? Can somebody sneeze or something in chat? Just to confirm, because the program did crash, and we'd been prompted, and now there's been silence, and that could just be because silence was warranted. But you know, we're going to proceed as though we're streaming, but we'll glance back in a minute to see.
Oh yeah, I suppose that's the thing to check.
Yeah, it's just a sanity check.
Casey, can you give us a thumbs up or something?
Yeah, we'll give Casey.
He might need to refresh.
There's a minute delay.
Oh.
It's fine. I have a deck here.
I'll tech Chris. Tech Chris? I'll tech him.
Tech that, Chris. While you're teching Chris, this deck is an A deck.
An A deck. All right. I'll pick an A deck.
You should
No, I'll text Chris.
Text Chris.
And then I'll tech him.
Oh, there we go. Seems to be kind
Oh, you got it. No, we just wanted to make sure we were streaming because our software crashed. So the fact that you said "huh" is no, don't worry about it. Just
Yep.
you have done what we wanted of you.
Yes, you have confirmed that we are still live. There's reason to believe that may not have been the case.
All
Awesome. So thank you. That having said, I have selected an A deck. Oh, you're going to text Chris anyway, not for technical reasons, but for general awareness.
Well, yeah, he's probably playing Final Fantasy.
That's what he does.
Yep.
That's what he does. Which Final Fantasy is he playing?
14. He plays the MMO, right?
Yeah.
A decks. So that's these folks, and I shall roll one. And it will not be the one of last week. That is a 12. I actually don't have 12 dice.
You know?
And an 8.
8. You do have 8.
This is a color that did not come up last week, so I suspect it is a new deck. Oh, it is this deck. This deck has not been played in a while. It could be interesting.
I'm ready. How did you know it was a color? Do you remember the colors of decks that you played? You recorded?
Yeah, my decks are color-coded. I know it doesn't mean anything to you, but they mean stuff to me.
That's very true. That's weird.
You didn't think I picked all these random colors randomly, did you?
I remember that they were picked.
That's not the kind of person I am, sir.
Of course not. But I didn't realize that the color coding meant more than the deck itself. Like, for you to look at it and know confidently, not just that you didn't play the deck, but that you didn't play that color is interesting.
As you know, that I have some color overlap.
Yeah.
So I think at any given deck of mine, Texas Pinball. Oh, dang. Tonight?
That
Yeah,
sounds-
well,
that
is it tonight
sounds-
only?
I wouldn't blame them either way.
No.
4,500 pinball machines seems pretty legit.
Yeah, although, I don't know, if it's anything like California Extreme, there are a lot of pinball machines there, and they're all super broken.
Yeah.
And that's kind of not very fun.
Yeah. But out of 4,500, you got to have someone. I mean, that's a big number. What do you think California Extreme has?
Not 4,500, certainly.
200?
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Like, I can't imagine.
4,500. Yeah, that's a crazy number.
On a scale of 1 to sure, are we all the way to sure that that's the number?
Like, I know, so the Pacific Pinball Museum, which is a similar pinball arcade.
Yeah, they got like
here,
50, right?
Used to be Lucky Juju. Well, they have 50 on display. They have a warehouse that's filled with pinball machines. And I think that number is about 2,000.
Interesting.
So,
wow.
4,500 seems crazy. But everything's bigger in Texas.
Huh. Well, there you go. There you go. That
Kyle,
is-
where's our life dice?
They're around. They're life dice and somewhere in the.
That sounds kind of awesome. We're actually big pinball fans here on the stream, as is Chris. All three of us were.
Yeah, that's very strange. I feel.
I
like,
see
well,
one
actually,
pair. Here's mine. There's two over there.
Where's the? Where do you? There's the green ones. Oh, there's one. Oh, here we go. Okay.
All right, we're all set. Life
You
dice.
had your two. You got your two.
Yeah.
All right, so we're okay. It turns out that they weren't that far away.
Hey, Chris is here. Twitch would auto start. Oh, yeah.
That would be good function.
It does sometimes. Isn't that the best of both worlds? No, I'm cutting my deck. That doesn't make any sense.
I
You
mean,
should deal me some cards.
you
I should
are,
roll off.
Yeah, that's right. Where's
I'm scattered, man.
have a roll off die?
Yeah, all right. I'm going to choose the inner die. Although you technically won the last game, so if you would like to roll, I will give it to you.
No, take us away from
All right,
that.
I will choose
Start
the inner
fresh.
die.
That is a tie. I think that's the first tie that we've had. That's a pair of fours.
Oh, weird. That is true. We know somebody who makes one. Actually, that is true. Tanyo continues to make pinball games professionally. I also found out recently he owns an arcade of pinball machines now, too.
Wow, that's awesome.
So he's really living the dream.
He's living the dream.
Outside
Outside didn't win. Okay. I will go evens with this deck. I will go
Oh,
evens.
this is kind of good. It's also kind of bad.
Mine is just kind of bad, so I'm in a mulligan.
I think I'm going to keep it, and it could be the wrong choice. We'll find out. And for those of you wondering, since we always talk about what we're eating on the stream, I happen to be finishing up a parfait from Black Diamond.
Yep.
But I will be done momentarily. So.
That's right. So I'm going to flip up X Corp Paris, which is a one-cost location, which says activate. Look at the top X cards of your deck, where X is the number of X Corp locations you control, which is currently 1. Put any number of those cards on the bottom of your deck, and the rest on top in any order. Put it on the bottom. I don't have one drop.
I do have Apex.
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 When Apex comes into play, you may search your deck for an equipment card, reveal it, and put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. I will search my deck for this force field belt. I'll put it in my hand and shuffle my deck, and then I will equip it to Apex.
Oh my word. I guess it's transferable, so you can get away with that.
Yep.
Oh, force field belt, you are awesome.
So the force field belt says, transferable. Equipped character gets +1 defense, pay up to 2 resource points, put a 1/1 counter on equipped character for each point you paid. Use this power only once a turn. So I'm going to put that on Apex.
So you are a 1/2.
I am a 1/2.
Well, I still do not have that 1-drop. It is actually, I don't know why I said I didn't have a 1-drop, because I picked evens. So
I
you
guess
did that, and then
you didn't have a 1-drop, and then Apex hits you
and
for
then
1.
hit me for 1. I will take that damage in stride, and then draw this card, followed by a subsequent card.
Right on.
That's already.
Let me read what this does.
I will do this. I am going to look at the top 1 card of my deck again and decide where I want to put it. And I guess I'll keep that one on the top. That's weird. I don't have a 2-drop.
Oh my.
It's peculiar.
That's bad, yo.
It's not what I want. Not with you having a force field belt.
I have Haywire. Haywire's power is, if Haywire would cause breakthrough while attacking a character, instead that character can't ready this turn.
Okay.
I'm going to move my force field belt to Haywire.
Yeah, that's probably a good.
And
call.
then I'm going to attack you for 5.
Ouch.
Rawr.
I guess it could be worse.
You have so many low drops in that deck. What's going on, man?
That's very weird. Also, I'm having trouble mathing. There we go. Simple subtraction, folks. Very challenging. I'm going to draw this card, and then I'm going to draw this card. Yeah, the deck's doing something kind of strange this time.
What?
Kind of strange. That's just so freaking weird. We'll do that. I am going to... No, you. You have the initiative. It's you. I am evens. Also, I'm going to look at the top card of my deck. And
I think
put it on
I'm
the bottom
about
of
to
it.
do something I've never done.
Cool. First time here on the stream, folks, that Ian's doing the thing he's about to do.
3. Let's see. I know you're playing X-Men. What am I up against? Psylocke's going to be next turn. Your 3-drop is Beast or Zorn. Zorn? Is that the right guy?
Could be the right guy.
Right.
It's at least possible that you're correct.
I'm going to recruit Tom Thumb.
Tom Thumb.
Tom Thumb is concealed optional, and Tom Thumb's power is, while Tom Thumb is visible, equipped characters you control get +1/+1. And I can discard an equipment card to power up target attacker or defender I control. I may use that only if Tom Thumb is hidden. I'm going to equip Tom Thumb with a power force field.
Oh my word.
Then I'm going to use my remaining point.
To be clear, you've made Tom Thumb visible.
Yes.
So that you
To,
can that.
Put a 1/1 counter on Haywire.
It's going to be a big haywire. How does he work again? What does he do?
Haywire says, if Haywire would cause breakthrough while attacking a character instead, that character cannot ready this turn.
And then, so I'm clear, Tom Thumb boosts other characters, but while he's hidden?
While Tom Thumb is visible.
Yes.
Equipped characters
Oh, I
are
see.
+1/+1.
Oh my.
While Tom Thumb is hidden, some other stuff that's different.
Yes, other stuff. I'm with you. Okay. Yeah. Well, I do have Beast, but it's not going to be great. Okay. Beast is a 5/5 who just pays 0 endurance. Search your deck for an equipment card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. Uses power only once per turn and only during the recovery phase. So it's a pay 0 endurance, but he can't do it if he's going to be stunned, which is possible.
That would be very convenient. Power for me to have right now. It is not a power I have. Haywire is going to attack Beast for 6.
Yep, that is going to work. I will take 4 from that,
As a reminder,
and I can't ready.
yeah, would he cause breakthrough and so forth? I am going to be counterstunned.
Does it replace the breakthrough?
Yes.
Okay.
So I do not cause breakthrough.
Sweet. I save a point of damage, which that's a perfect case for you, of course. Are stunned, so I've dealt you some damage. Cool.
I take 2.
And I'm going to take, I think, another 4.
So yeah, that's 3 and 1. You are correct.
Yep.
This is brutal.
Yep.
You doing okay? You need to concede?
Well, it's not concede worthy yet. We'll see what happens. We're not in catastrophe land. Though Beast isn't going to ready, which is unfortunate. But he's gonna chill. It's my initiative. We'll see what I can do. Damn weird draw. We're gonna do that. Yeah. It is Psylocke. You are correct. Your memory is sufficient. I have Psylocke. She's an X-Men character with range. She's an 8/7. Her power is discard a mental card to negate target effect from a non-ongoing plot twist. I can only use this power once per turn, and only if a mental character I control is attacking or defending. Psylocke is my only mental character at the moment.
She is your only mental character. That's true.
Yes. Worded precisely as it was in my brain.
You don't have flight. That's going to be very helpful.
True.
I do have Power Princess.
Oh my.
If Power Princess would cause breakthrough while attacking a character, instead, a character of your choice gets +3/+3 this turn.
That's a lot of pluses.
And I'm going to move the force field belt to Power Princess.
Aw. I didn't need a bigger Power Princess. That's upsetting. Well, I'm going to look at the top one card of my deck. Put that on the bottom of my deck. Right. I guess I got to hit Haywire.
It seems true.
My best play. I'm currently
Haywire
as
is 6 attack.
That is so.
Let me look at my stuff. My stuff. Let me look at my stuff.
I will merely make an observation that I may discard a mental guard to negate the effect of a non-ongoing plot twist, which I can only do if a mental character is in combat, which one currently is.
I'm going to pay Eldritch Power. I'm going to play it. Target Squadron Supreme attacker you control gets +3 attack this turn. Whenever that character causes breakthrough to a player this turn, that player gains 3 endurance. I will choose Haywire.
That will work. Will you take the breakthrough?
No, I'll reinforce.
Take 4. Putting me at 3.
Power Princess will attack Beast.
And you are a 7/8 attacking beast.
I am a 8/9.
8/0 because of Tom Thumb. Wow, it's legit.
I do not cause breakthrough though.
I guess that's true. I am going to be stunned for 3.
Instead, Apex is +3/+3 this turn.
It's fair enough. Fair enough.
That's it.
I will lose beast. Strange draw.
How about now?
How about now? So far so good. It's fine. It is
I think
your
it's my
initiative.
initiative. Yeah, let me look at this guy. It's so awful. I'm so sorry. This is a sick draw.
Yep. I don't know if I've ever seen this deck miss its first 2 drops. That's like hard. That's difficult. That's statistically.
I'm going to be recruiting Nighthawk.
Ooh, he's pretty cool.
Who's also a character I don't often recruit.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Your deck is doing a weird thing.
His power is Leader. Characters adjacent to Nighthawk can attack hidden characters. Equipped characters adjacent to Nighthawk get +1/+1.
Wow. I've never seen those two
That's
characters
kinda,
used together.
Kind of
That's-
strange. Well,
that's
I
incredible.
rarely. Neither is my preferred on-curve drop.
Yeah.
So it's really weird that this has happened.
Well, at least your deck's doing something cool. I do have Wolverine. Wolverine is a 11/7, and his text is whenever Wolverine becomes stunned, recover him at the start of the recovery phase of this turn. I'm going to look at the top one card of my deck. I'm going to put it on the bottom of my deck. Where am I? Yeah, I'm going to put it on the bottom. Do you want the macaroni or are you saving it? Okay.
I think that I shall never see.
No.
I think the Power Princess is going to attack Psylocke.
She does have flight. That is an option. Right. I'm going to play Memory Probe. As an additional cost to play, exhaust a mental character you control. Look at the top X cards of your deck, where X is the cost of the character you exhausted, which is 4. Put one of those cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your deck.
You're getting a little quiet. It's probably going to come through okay because you
It'll be
project
alright,
a lot better than I do, but I just want to mention
that's
that.
fair. I was starting to mutter as I was reading.
First order.
When I mumble, it doesn't come through. I think when you
Yeah,
mumble, it
yeah.
does. You got a great radio voice.
Thank you. I'm going to put that card into my hand. The rest on the bottom
meant
of
as
your
an
deck.
insult. No, I'm just kidding.
Because radios look outdated. I see how it is.
You have a face for radio, Kyle.
Aw. That's what my mama used to tell me.
That's terrible.
So, don't worry, it's not true. It's fine. So you are a 9/10.
That's right.
Yeah, that'll work. Who gets +3/+3?
Nighthawk does.
Cool. So, yeah. I might be dead this turn. I'm going to attack Haywire. Is that true? 3/3? Yeah, it's probably Haywire. Yeesh.
Haywire's attack is 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I will reinforce him.
Mm-hmm. I'll take 5.
I will take
25. I
2.
guess I'm not dead. Cool.
And then Nighthawk will attack you for 12. Wow, what a brutal
All
draw.
right, that's how it goes.
I can't do anything with Tom Thumb
I
still.
do, however, get a free recovery with Wolverine. Cards. That is something. That is something. Yes. Let's see. I'm gonna recruit. Man, I have dealt you 4 damage this game. I'll recruit Zorn, Cannonball, and Archangel, I believe.
That doesn't seem right. I think you stunned Haywire 3 times, right? Or did you stun him only twice?
It might have been 3 times.
You stunned him when I attacked on 3.
There's nobody that attacks that doesn't get stunned back. Because even with all that stuff, his defense is still nothing. So I think I got it 3 times.
That seems more right.
I will accept. Now, I need to think about my formation for just a moment here. I think it's probably...
Did you read your characters? I think I interrupted.
I should read them.
Yeah.
So when let's start with Cannonball. Cannonball can't be stunned while attacking. Archangel, when Archangel comes into play, you may discard a card. If you do, search your deck for an X-Corp character card, or pardon me, an X-Corp card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. Excuse me, I'm actually not going to do that. And Zorn says, pay 0 endurance, recover target stunned character you control. Use this power only once per turn, and only during the recovery phase. And I will form... Actually, it's probably like this. That's cool.
I have Hyperion.
Oh, couldn't get you to miss a drop.
Characters adjacent to Hyperion have the Sqadron Supreme affiliation. Characters adjacent to Hyperion cannot be stunned while attacking a character with reinforcement. I almost want him to be... No, I don't. I think that's where he should be.
Yeah, that's fair. So I'm gonna attack. I gotta swing at Power Princess, I think, first. That is my first play.
You have 2 power-ups for her.
That's a lot of power-ups. Do you need those? Why are you powering up?
That will make her defense 12.
Oh, you can actually beat my attack? What? Is that for real? How big is yours? So you're +2 defense. We're 3 defense?
Yeah.
And 2 power-ups. That's remarkable. Wow.
Please get this. I will feel so bad if you don't.
No,
get
I don't
this.
have a chance.
I mean, the stun. You can't get the stun?
No.
Oh, that's so brutal.
That's hilarious. I think this is the worst beating in the history of Versus System.
Oh, God, I feel bad.
You gotta play it if you got it.
Yep. Next is... Well, you're going to cancel this, but I'm going to do it.
I cannot cancel it. You are not in combat yet.
Play Other Earth only if you control a Sqadron Supreme character. If you've played no other plot twists this turn, characters your opponents control lose and cannot gain reinforcement and get -2 defense while defending this turn.
This is the turn for it.
Yeah. I think that
I'm gonna do one thing real quick.
go for it.
Hypothetically, this is before the initiative bit, just to get you under 40. I'll exhaust 2 characters I control to exhaust target character of yours, which I will be. Is it unprotected? Target character will be Hyperion.
I will take 6.
And you are pinged for 6.
And it can't ready.
And he can't ready. Yeah!
Yep.
And then I can't reinforce anyone, and I'm at like negative 60.
Yeah.
We'll see. This might be the biggest differential and the worst beating in the history of Versus system that was a non-concession. So finish it up and let's see how big the life totals are.
I have to attack Archangel with Haywire.
Yes, so I can't reinforce, right? That's what we determined? And a -2 defense?
Yes.
Okay. And your stat... What the hell? Your stats are still huge.
Yeah, he's a...
That's huge.
7/4.
A 7/4. I do have a turnabout to give myself +3/+3 against a character of greater cost, which Haywire is.
That's true.
So my attack is 5.
That's true. You'll get him. That's okay.
And my defense is 4, so I still am stunned for the 1.
2. I take 2 more.
And you take 2. I take 2 more?
There's no breakthrough, reminder.
Right. You just can't ready this
ready.
turn.
Yeah.
I'll put this marker here to remind me after this turn that Archangel ain't doing squat. Okay, so I am at 7. I took 1. That's right. At 8, 7. Then, yeah, I actually have to team attack Nightwing.
Right. And I will go for the 4-drop.
Yep, that'll work. I am at something.
5.
3.
And then Power Princess attacks Zorn.
Yep. It's kind of funny because
It's actually
I
not a
almost
big
survived
swing.
the turn because
just barely.
you had flight. I am at 0. Just got me, Ian.
Woof.
Yeah, I mean, the lesson here is when you're playing a weenie deck where more than a third of the deck is like 1 and 2 cost character, well, probably about 15 cards are 1 and 2 cost characters, and you
I can't believe that power up worked.
well, I mean, this is not a stat modification deck.
That
so.
was salt in the wound right there, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, the whole thing, your draw is really good, but I also missed 1 and 2, and therefore missed most of my setup, which is 1 and 2.
It was also unusual. Like, that is not what this deck is supposed to do necessarily.
It should do that more. Well, that is the thing it should do now.
Well, as you said, a lot of that was you didn't
I missed the
play
first 2 drops.
characters, yeah.
I mean, it's shocking how important Tom Thumb was, actually, because there were a couple of turns where that 1/1 really made a difference.
Well, yeah, and, like, usually I'm too afraid to play Invisible.
Yeah.
You're missing those drops let
Gave
me
you
do
the
that.
power, yeah. Well, that was a bit of a snowball.
A good spit of a snowball.
Yep, I admit that, you know, I could have thrown in the top. I had everything else the deck needed, but I could not have foreseen. Like, it's one of those things where if you had missed 4 or 5, I actually would have been in it. Because my game was all on turns 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
So those are my strongest turns. And yes, I was missing the setup. But if you missed a big drop, I could have just swung the character advantage. Because it wouldn't necessarily go in my favor, but I could have equalized it. Because I had all those later drops. So I'm like, okay, I'm losing this game. But if you miss 5 or 6, which is not unheard of, I can make it interesting.
Right.
But that didn't happen.
It did not.
That was terrifying. All of your characters were huge. I've never seen Sqadron do that. I wonder if there are other cards that can play into that.
They have 3 themes.
Right.
And one of them is the breakthrough theme.
Yep.
Which is what this deck is.
There's the breakthrough. There's the self-discard.
One of them is the discard theme.
Yeah.
Which is the one... I think Chris has that deck. Because somebody has that deck.
I actually
You have the
that
discard deck? Where the heck is that deck?
I don't know where that is. I don't think I ever deconstructed that.
You do have a discard deck that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
Yes. So they have a discard deck where they discard their own cards, and then when they do, they get a little better. It's a scary deck. You're right on the edge.
It is capable of things. I'll have to look. It has a couple of jerkish things.
And their third theme, which is a very minor theme, which is probably not big enough to build a deck around, although if you teamed them up with somebody, maybe, is an equipment theme.
Interesting.
And I just happened to draw a couple of the B team characters I had, which are from the equipment affiliations, because I can't afford to have any of the discard guys in my deck.
Yeah. I wonder where the hell that squad... I'll have to look through my cards. I think I know where that set is. I think it's in one of the boxes sitting around here. But I'll have to look and see if I deconstructed the deck at some point, which I can tell with certainty by looking. This is my S deck of the evening.
Chris, in Kyle's defense, it didn't take him long to lose after he chose not to concede.
That's true. That's true. It was not a significant stall on the evening. Six.
See if this is the deck I played last week, because if it is, I'm playing the other deck. I think it is. Alright. Boy. Yeah, they're not usually that.
That was pretty one-sided.
Surprisingly one-sided.
It was pretty one-sided.
And surprisingly one-sided where I didn't feel like I was with you. Like, I didn't think you were out of it.
Right.
Probably by turn 5, I thought it was a long shot.
Well, all your characters kept getting bigger.
Sure
Why
did.
didn't they stop that?
I don't know.
Even
I wasn't
Power
expecting them to
Rangers,
get
I'm
bigger.
like, oh yes, your 4-drop just broke my attack. Like the attack of my 11 attack character, which by the way is insane for a 5-drop.
It's pretty high for a 5-drop.
like 10 is above average. 11 is just silly for a 5-drop, and he's got low defense to make up for that ridiculous thing that you completely stonewalled. It's ridiculous.
Boy.
It's funny, I didn't run the math, I admit, to see that it was as close as that, but I still did not expect... You know, you usually don't expect 2 defense on defense. Right. You can be nervous about 1, because the threat of 1 power-up is not atypical, but to have the threat of 2 power-ups, that is atypical, except against Kang.
Yeah.
It's
pretty safe bet not to expect any defense on defense.
Right.
Usually you're worried about the attack, and then you probably want to be 3 over.
Yeah.
Because 2 is maybe something that's achievable, and 3 is generally pretty safe.
Yeah.
I'm going to say inner die again. I have lost again.
Wow. Well, you know, it's funny. Prior to tonight, the inner die won all but 1 rolls, I think. I also have to keep, and it's really kind of alarming.
Oh my. Oh my. Something very strange is going to happen on my side of the table.
Yeah.
It might not be that I win this game. In fact, that seems kind of far-fetched for looking at these cards.
I don't have a 1-drop. Did I go anything? Did you go? I didn't go anything.
Choose.
I will go. I'm going to go evens again. So it is to you.
Okay, so you went evens. I don't have a 1-drop.
So I also do not have a 1-drop.
What are you doing?
Oh my.
What are you doing? I have a question.
Oh my.
That question is...
Is it oh my? It is my initiative. Do you wish to ask your question?
No, the question is, what are you doing? I thought I made that clear.
Oh, okay.
See,
I am going to recruit a 2-drop. The 2-drop...
Doing a bit.
I see. Is Leech. Leech has evasion. He says, whenever Leech becomes stunned, you may discard a card.
Is it the Morlocks?
It is the Morlocks.
Oh, I haven't seen these guys in a while.
If you do, negate target character payment power. Now, I need to explain evasion.
I can't beat the Morlocks with a bad draw, and I think I'm working towards a bad draw.
Well,
that's okay. That's okay.
Mine isn't great, so we'll see.
I totally decimated you last game, so maybe I'm due.
We'll see. Evasion says you may. It's a payment power that says stun this character, and then the result is you may recover this character at the start of the recovery phase this turn. Now that sounds kind of strange. You could randomly stun your own characters, but if you haven't seen the Morlocks, they're an interesting ride if they do their thing.
They're gonna mess me up, man. I'm in trouble. I can't outstall the Morlocks, and I need to. I'm going to recruit Ferrolad.
No, it's Ferrolad.
Ferrolad's power is remove a cosmic counter from a character you control. Ferrolad has invulnerability while attacking this turn, and he is cosmic. I think it's cosmic counter. He's also a 5/0.
You still got to recruit him because of the 5 attack, but I'm definitely going to attack Pharaoh Lad for 2.
Oh, crap. I'm going to take 4.
Yep, I do take 2 from that. I am also going to flip the Ellie. The Ellie says, whenever a Morlocks character you control recovers, target opponent loses 1 endurance.
Oh, man. Yeah, I am definitely not making it to my part of this game.
The Ellie also has an activation power, which is pretty important. It says, activate stunned characters you control cannot be KO'd by effects your opponents control during the combat phase this turn. That may or may not come into play.
Christ. What is this? The wrong thing, that's what. Do you mind if I played the wrong resource?
That's fine. That's
fix
fine.
it?
Please change.
Yeah.
It is your initiative, so I'll act like everything is totally fine.
I'm going to recruit Kinetics.
Yep, as well you should.
Kinetics' power is remove a cosmic counter from a character you control, exhaust target unprotected character. Use this power only during your attack step.
Yeah. Yep. I have Caliban. Caliban has evasion. He's a 4/5. He has discard a physical card. Characters you control can attack hidden characters this turn. And I am going to could form defensively. I think I'm just going to do that. I'm going to form defensively. Yep.
I'm going to pass.
Indeed. Well, having formed defensively with 2 characters without range, I too shall pass. Draw some cards. This card. And this card. Interesting. Curious. You are in a stalling mood. I respect that. Thing I forgot, and it's going to work out anyway, and that's kind of cool. I am the one now with the initiative, and I'm going to recruit Hump. Hump has evasion. He says it's an additional cost to recruit Hump. Discard a physical card. I do have in my hand Tar Baby, a physical Morlock. Hump says, while you control exactly 1 non-stunned character, Hump gets +2/+2. This turn I will form like this.
I'm going to boost Bouncing Boy.
Oh my.
For 1. Whenever Bouncing Boy becomes stunned during the combat phase, I may return him to owner's hand. He's cosmic, and his boost is X. When Bouncing Boy comes into play, put X 1/1 characters on up to, or put, sorry.
I'm with you.
Whoa, that was way off. Put X what the fuck does it say? Pardon my French.
What does Bouncing Boy say?
Put a cosmic counter. Put a cosmic counter.
Great. I love it.
On each of up to X target cosmic characters you control. That's 1, so I'm going to be putting a cosmic counter on Pharaoh Lad. I'm also going to equip a Mother Box to Kinetics. The Mother Box's power is remove a cosmic counter from a character you control to gain 3 endurance, and pay 3 endurance to put a cosmic character on target character with cosmic you control. Use this power only once a turn. So again, I like to remind because that's wordy and confusing. I can pull as many counters as I want for 3 endurance each, but once per turn only can I spend 3 endurance to put a counter on someone.
That's legit. That's legit. When Bouncing Boy becomes stunned, you may bounce him to your...
may return it.
Yes. Right. bouncing boy. You do have your stall set up. That is moderately annoying.
I have some of it.
You do have the two. I would argue the two most important pieces. This is actually an interesting matchup. This is a challenge for me. I like to evade and do stuff, but you like to stall.
It's fine. Just keep evading, and I'll kill you on 9.
Yep. That is an option.
Oops, that's stupid pop-ups.
Read me Kinetics' wording again.
Remove a cosmic counter from a character you control. Exhaust target unprotected character. Use this power only during your attack step.
Unprotected.
Yes. Such as, in, for example, all
My
of your characters. Yes.
So I actually need to think very, very carefully about my choice. Because I'm in an interesting position here. Bouncing boy becomes stunned. He may return to your hand. Wish that were less true. Do that, you'll do that. So I can't open with that. Boy, that's annoying. Well, I think Caliban attacks your 5/0 character. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to pull his counter for 3 endurance, and I'm going to reinforce. So I will net gain 1 endurance.
Yes. I think I'm actually stunned from that, so I will take 3.
I'm going to exhaust hump. And then I'm going to pass.
I am thinking.
Okay, I'm going to exhaust hump. And depending on what you do, I may pass.
Yeah, I think that's actually about as acceptable as it gets. Alright. Okay. I guess I got rid of 2 counters, and you can only put 1 back with Mother Box, so that's something. Alright. That's a wrap.
I will put the counter back, as you suspected.
Interesting. I guess you can put 1 back now and 1 back next turn. Ugh. Boy, this is going to be a really tough fight.
I hope so. Morlocks usually just crush, so maybe I'll make it interesting.
They crush in 1 or 2 attacks a turn, and you can strip my 1 or 2 attacks. So I think that I'm in for an uphill battle here.
Maybe.
Let's see here.
Boy, I sure wish that was a different card.
Morlock is not without shenanigans, but it's a predicament.
What on earth? Actually, that's going to be the thing. That's amazing. What does this say? Oh my. This draw is special. Don't count your chickens. Don't count yourself out.
I'm not.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It's really weird. Like, yeah, the Morlocks. This is probably the toughest of the fights for Morlocks because of the stasis is so real against them.
I'm going to do this. Then. It's my initiative, right? It's 5.
That is correct, yeah.
I'll be recruiting Triad. Triad says, Triad is not unique. When Triad comes into play, you may discard a card. I'm going to discard a location, and that's what's unusual.
Peculiar.
If you do search your deck for up to 2 cards named Triad, reveal them, put them into your hand, and shuffle your deck. A deck may contain no more than 3 cards named Triad.
It's interesting. I don't know if we've ever done this specific magic, but there's actually 2 things that deck does to kind of thwart my deck. That is unfortunate.
So here's the
Morlocks are
Triads.
so cool. Yep. How many characters did I have stunned last turn? When I cover them, did you take a damage for each?
You
I think
have
it's just
none.
one.
A one. Yes.
One.
Okay.
So you
sure.
take 1 damage on the recovery. Sorry, that might matter.
It is gonna matter. It will absolutely matter. So let's keep on top of that.
Boy, this is I think this is a
All right,
impossible fight. I need you to really not draw well here.
Cut me a fix here, Kyle.
You've got
I need it.
I mean, I guess what's on the board for you is going to make it very hard for me to ever do anything. So you can stall until you get your thing. I'm trying to remember if I have a thing to deal with your things.
So I get 1, 2, and I will actually need some more cosmic counters.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
short of cosmic counters over here.
A few more.
Third cosmic counter.
In case you need more, there are a few spare. But yeah, I don't
I don't
the
think I'll
Morlocks
need
break
that
this.
many. We'll find out.
We'll find out. Are you formed? You've got 2 more resource points.
The rest of this stays in my hand for now. Yeah, this is my formation.
Okay, that is
like
pro. It's pretty legitimate.
Let me read this card, actually, before I decide on that.
Yeah.
This card is important.
So I've got Marrow. Marrow has range and evasion, and she's a 9/8, and she gets +1/+1 for each stunned character I control. I am also going to stun Caliban. Is that true? No, stun Leech is cheaper. And I will take 2 damage from that. And then I will recruit Tommy, who costs 1 less to recruit, while I control a stunned character. She's a 2/1, and that's her only power. So I'm going to form... I guess that's probably the right way to form. Is that true? You're going to exhaust my front row and attack Marrow. Or attack Hump and then exhaust Marrow? Yeah, it's possible. So my best bet is to actually force you to do... if I do that, it's actually easier for you to get... What are your attacks like? I guess your defenses aren't significant. So Caliban can stun... Assuming board stats, Caliban can stun anyone that you attack with. I have to be sure it's got to be that. Okay.
Can you remind me of Hump's power, please?
Yes, Hump is when I control exactly 1 non-stunned character. He gets +2/+2. So if he's it, he's bigger.
Okay. I will team attack Hump with Triad, Triad, and Ferrolad.
Triad, and Ferrolad. I'm going to reveal what's happening. What the heck?
We don't have plug-in. Oh, plug us in, Kyle. Something's wrong.
Weird.
Really fast. Hurry up. Are we not in the wall outlet? Did it pull out of the...
No, it might. It's blinking. It's blinking. Did it pull out of the brick?
God.
I mean, the brick is here. We'll see, but it's going to be tough.
Hey, it might actually just reconnect here.
Wow, that would be pretty awesome. All right.
It says we're still streaming. We had a technical issue there. Somebody give us a thumbs up, Chris or Casey, please. If you see us and we're live, we don't know what's up.
Oh.
Yes, it did break. That was our bad.
Yep.
Did it recover? Is the question.
I'm betting they sent that prior to our beginnings of commentary. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Yep. So we're just killing some time. I'm contemplating the staggering attack of that 1 drop, and that 2 drop against my dude.
We're back. Hey, Chris can see us. All right. Well, that attack was so severe it ran my laptop out of power.
Legit.
The actual technical issue we had was the power brick had come loose and we weren't plugged in. So we will have to upload this to YouTube in 2 parts, probably. I don't know. I actually don't know what it's going to do.
You might be able to
But
edit it.
we're in uncharted territory. Well, the editing is actually a pain in the ass. It takes like 2 hours to export the video.
Still,
We'll see.
it wasn't a big
But
one.
yeah, we're back. I declared this attack with 2 triads and a feral lad versus Hump.
Yeah.
And then Kyle went, what? And then the stream blew up.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate portrayal, I think, of events. So, well, I think I've got only one hope, and it's sad and terrible, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to stun these 2 characters and take 4 damage.
Okay.
Only,
Just 4. Interesting.
just 4 damage. Just for, because, you know, they're 3 and 1, right? I don't know what this one was. Again, all these characters have evaded, so they all recover at the start of their recovery phase. And then I'm going to play Backs Against the Wall. Play Backs Against the Wall only if you control a Morlocks Defender. If 2 or more characters you control have become stunned at this attack, remove all attackers from this attack.
They would not ready in that case.
Correct.
Okay. Alright. Alright. I see what you did there. I will take a fuck ton of damage, I think, momentarily, but I can still exhaust Hump.
Yeah, which you
And I
should
will do
do.
it with that triad.
I am exhausted with. Right, well, you're at.
Wish it was less of a fuck ton of damage. And I'm cursing tonight.
Yep, you're just in a
we're
foul
at
mood.
Kyle and Ian Flavor System After Dark.
That's right. We're a raunchy lot. So I have to attack.
You don't have to.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to attack this triad with Marrow, who is +3/+3 at the moment.
Okay,
My
so her attack is 12. I would take 12.
Yep, that's the correct assessment.
I will pull her counter so that I only take 9.
Yep.
And I don't have any other tricks, so... Ow! 9.
Yep. It ain't fantastic, but gets me to the initiative, I guess. Do you pass?
I will pass. I think I probably ought to put a counter on someone.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true? Yeah, I can always get it back next turn. I'll put a counter on this triad.
Yep. Yep. You are going to take 3 damage from 3 recoveries.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I'm going to try.
It's tough.
It's a long way from here. It's a long way.
Yep.
To Tipperary.
Yeah.
Son of a gun. Oh, the awfulness of this draw.
I hear you.
You have no idea. I'm pretty sure, given what I just drew, I'm pretty sure this game is yours.
Interesting.
We can keep
It's very
going.
peculiar. I don't know why you think. Well, I mean, maybe I'll finally exhaust your supply of counters. We'll see. It is my initiative. I'm going to recruit Callisto. Callisto has invasion. She's a Morlocks leader. And we return a character adjacent to Callisto to owner's hand. If I do, I can put a 1/1 counter on target character I control. Probably something like this.
Boy, am I lucky you still don't have flight, it seems like.
You are correct with that observation in terms of what's on the board. So there we go. Yes, you might not have recalled, but the Morlock's not known for flight or range.
No, I have no idea. They're so scary.
They're pretty scary. I mean,
Storm has flight.
I don't think she does.
Really?
And it's stupid.
Interesting.
Like, remember, that's the
Interesting.
stupid Storm. Like, her power is really important, but she doesn't have flight or range for no reason, if memory serves, and it's stupid.
So, here's what's going to happen.
Yep.
I'm going to pull 3 counters for 9 life.
That is peculiar. And then you're going to recruit Bouncing Boy with a max boost. What is happening? Oh, my word. Wow, I might get you if that's your recruit. I got a shot.
I'm going to recruit Bouncing Boy, boosted 4.
Sure. So you do technically have... nope, that's it. Interesting. Right. Yep. How doth he form? That is the question.
Try it in front of Feral Lad, and otherwise we're set.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, I think my opening attack is... I think... Is it Caliban attacks? You can reinforce with any of your characters. Yeah, I think Caliban attacks the middle triad. Is that true? There is one reason why I could do something else. But what are the odds you can do a thing? I'm going to attack the middle triad with Leech.
Okay. I will pull the counter. That's a net gain of 1 for me. I will not reinforce.
Indeed.
I will exhaust Caliban, Hump, and Callista.
I'm going to think for a second before you get carried away. I'm going to read you a power that is on the board.
Okay.
Power is, whenever Leech becomes stunned, I may discard a card to negate target payment effect.
Okay.
Or pardon me, target character payment power. So I could stun him to negate one of those.
Sure.
Which might be worth it. It's close though. I'm gonna do it. I'll take 2 damage to negate your targeting of Hump. Caliban, Hump, and Callista, did you say?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And then Bouncing Boy attacks Tommy.
Tommy. It's a legitimate play. It's interesting. It does mean you will not be able to force stun Bouncing Boy if you wanted. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm just going to allow it. I take 1 damage. 6. I'm going to take this counter. I'm just going to mark a character that's stunned legitimately.
Sure.
The Morlocks.
Probably not going to be very often.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to attack your dude in the back.
Feral Lad?
Yeah, Feral Lad.
Whom I will reinforce.
Of course. That's why I didn't list the stats. That's
And I will take 2. And if you pass, I will pay 3 to put a counter on someone.
Yep. Unfortunately, I must pass.
Let's try that. We'll see. I guess I keep Feral Lad. I don't know.
So, this character recovers automatically.
How much more am I pinged?
I'm trying to decide. I think I actually pop Tommy to my hand with Callisto's power to put a 1/1 counter on. I'm going to do Caliban.
Oh yeah, you can do that repeatedly with him. That's clever.
Yeah, but only during the combat phase can Callisto fire her power.
My initiative.
Yeah.
I need
7.
I need something. Come on, something. Ah, yes!
Oh no! Don't like that.
Finally. All right, now it's my game.
Unless I magically win in one attack. You wait up, I'll show you. I mean, you're short on exhausts. I got that going for me. You did take 1 damage.
Who
I don't
can
know that.
just one? I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I didn't take my damage.
Yep.
Who can make a rainbow? Who can attack hidden characters?
I may discard a physical card. I control and characters I control can attack hidden characters this turn. So I must discard a physical character card. And then I can attack it.
I'm not happy about that. That's quite the if it was like target character can attack. Like all right, that's fine. Characters you control. Ugh.
Indeed.
So I don't know if then recruiting this thing is appropriate. I do know that recruiting this thing is appropriate. Mm-hmm. So we'll start with that. Mm-hmm. I'm going to recruit Vartox.
Yeah. Oh, Vartox.
Vartox is cosmic and his power is free. Remove target defender you control from this attack, and Vartox becomes the defender. Mm-hmm. I may use that only once per turn. Mm-hmm. You can negate that with Leech. That's interesting. That's true. Then, this is why I was very worried until just now. I'm going to play Past, Present, and Future. As an additional cost to play Past, Present, and Future, choose 2 different team affiliations from among characters you control. I will finally choose Team Superman.
Yeah, I'm teamed up. Interesting. That's funny.
And Legionnaires.
I didn't catch that.
If you chose Legionnaires in another affiliation, draw a card. Yep. Hey, all of the things in my hand and resource row can be used now. That's great.
Yeah, that'll prove useful.
Yeah. I do have more I can play, but I think the rest of my 3 resource points are going to just be used to put another box on Vertox. For the record, that doesn't net me any ability to draw a counter or to pull counters to gain life, but I can now put 2 counters a turn on characters should I be so inclined.
Oh my goodness. I guess it costs you 3 life each.
And I also want to form a particular way, and I think that's like this. Is that right? Like that, like that, like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I apologize. There was actually something I could have done last turn that I should have done.
Hit me.
So this is a location called the Hill. It says, while you control exactly 1 non-stun character, it gets +1/+1. It also has a second property that usually doesn't matter, but because you're playing Stasis, does. Activate. If you control 3 or more non-stun characters, draw a card. Use only during the recovery phase.
That gives you more physical cards to discard. Grr.
Maybe. But yes, I should be doing that.
That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. And that's gonna be awesome.
Joke's on you. You've only got 3 exhausts.
Well, that's true. That's true. Well, I mean, I could pay for 2
can pay.
more.
You can pay. Are you formed?
Yes. Yep. That is my formation.
Okay. So I'm going to recruit Tommy. I'm actually going to pay the recruit cost. And Tar Baby.
You made a pie symbol.
I did. Pie. You remember Tommy, who's cheaper to recruit circumstantially. Tar Baby has, whenever Tar Baby becomes stunned, you may remove target card in a KO'd pile from the game.
Interesting.
I don't think that's a good... it's not going to affect you significantly, but he's a 3/3, so that's cool. No form like this.
problem characters are, man, all of them.
A lot of them.
Callisto is ugly. Marrow is probably the one I'm the most afraid of. Hump is ugly.
Hump is pretty ugly. Callisto's not that ugly. She's just kind of scary. But Hump's just ugly. Like, he always looks like he woke up on the wrong side of bed.
So... Boy, it is getting costly. I'm going to exhaust Hump. Unless you negate.
I will negate.
Interesting.
For the two. I must discard a card. I will discard another copy of the ad. Bye, Amanda.
See? I'm going to exhaust Hump.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to pay 3 to put counter on somebody and exhaust Callisto. I will mark that I have used Kinetics as Mother Box.
Good.
Then...
We'll counter for such oddities.
Triad, Pharaoh Lad, and Triad are going to attack Marrow.
Oh my.
You might say, well, that's only 7 attack.
What?
That's
Why
ludicrous.
in? That's only 7 attack. That's ludicrous.
So I'm going
but you
to...
Stupid Candor.
I'm going to play the Legion of Super Pets.
Oh my.
Target Legionnaire's attacker you control has invulnerability to this attack. If that character is team attacking, it gets +5 attack. And I think the choice doesn't matter because whomever I give invulnerability, you'll attack the other guy who doesn't have invulnerability. We'll attack the other guy who's not reinforceable, so we'll say Pharaoh Lad. Why not?
We'll say Pharaoh Lad.
So my attack is 12.
Your attack is 12.
And just so that you'll evade right away, I'll play Forged in Crisis. Whenever target character becomes stunned by 3 or more team attackers this turn, remove that character from the game.
Oof. Yeah, that's pretty legit. Boy. Yeah, that's pretty solid, forcing the hand. Yeah, that'll work. I will evade.
Whoa, my character's all ready.
I guess you played 2 stuff. It's terrifying that you are willing to pay so many plot twists to get Marrow out of the equation. I guess she's pretty scary. So technically, it is my attack.
Yep.
Though you also have Vartox.
Yep.
It is more than slightly annoying.
Yep.
Right. So how do I deal with big, stupid Vartox? Step 1, we evaluate our options. Big, stupid Vartox. You gotta be having big, stupid Vartox. I guess there's nothing modifying his stats.
It's 7/7.
How many cards are in your hand?
Like 2, 3,
Yeah,
3 cards.
Yeah. All right. And he doesn't even have to pull his Cosmic Counter to use his power.
No,
right?
it's free. But once he loses his Cosmic Counter, he can't do it again.
Right.
Unless I have Mother Boxes or Bouncing Blade.
Right.
I'm getting mumbly. Projection!
Projection.
Tradition.
Yeah, I mean...
Projection.
I guess I'm going to attack. His attack is... Again, everyone's stats are not modified.
That's correct.
Caliban is going to attack your 2-drop.
And he is a 6.
I
He's
am a
5/6. So if I pulled him to Vartox, he'd just be stunned.
Seems that way.
That seems like such an obvious trick.
It's pretty obvious.
I'm actually not going to fall for it.
Fair enough.
I'm going to play Candor. I do have Candor. Non-army team Superman characters I control with cost 3 or less get +3/+3.
Why would she
So
have that?
you are still getting the stun. In fact, I will be taking some breakthrough, but my attack is now 8.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll spring the trap anyway and pop a bunch of characters to my hand to give them 3/1/1 counters.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I get it. I get it.
So I am now an 8/9.
Take a lot of breakthrough. I still think that's the right play. Still think it's the right play. I accept.
It's better to take the damage than the...
Well, my defense is only 3, so I will be taking 8 from that. Wow. Ow.
Might matter. May matter. Why don't you attack me with someone?
I'm debating attacking you with Bouncing Boy. It would be nice to have lots of counters.
Yep.
But it also means I can't recruit some of the stuff that's in my hand, which is also nice. And I'm not sure which is nicer at this point.
That is a fair assessment.
This is pretty scary.
I believe you.
I think I pass.
It's probably the right call.
I will spend 3 to put a counter on
That character.
Triad.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Maybe I'm overspending here. I'm cutting it close.
Pardon me.
I will recover. There,
Well, it is going to be my initiative. I guess that counts for something. You're at 17. Interesting. I'm going to draw a card.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to stack up used plot twist to make something.
Yep, that's fair. I'm going to do a little organization myself. I'll set the locations over here. So, the first question I need to ask, is there any reason not to do this? No. Turn 8. Jeez. I beg you for 1.
Just 1?
Just
oh,
1.
man.
I popped
Oh,
the characters
man.
for the counters. I'm banking on those mattering. Well, I'm going to recruit the same 3, Leech, Callisto, and Tarbaby. Pardon me. Tarbaby, Leech, and Tommy. There's one thing that I just didn't get, and it is sad. Let me just think about my formation for just a second. I think that's probably right. Yep. What you got?
I think I play mine now. Even though I don't have initiative,
Damn
I
it.
think it's the right play.
Sure wish you didn't have Mono. I had a shot if you didn't have Mono. Now it's going to be really difficult.
When Monel comes into play, characters I control get +1/+1 this turn for each cosmic character you control. That number is 7. We don't have
Boy,
an
that's
easy
gonna
way
make
to
this difficult.
demonstrate that.
It's really difficult. Each
All
character
of my team has +7/+7.
plus another +3/+3.
My
from
little
Keith.
dudes, which is everybody but these two, are also +3/+3.
You didn't have Monel, I had a shot. What am I going to do?
And I think that means, I guess I still protect kinetics.
Yeah.
She's so useful, though. She's really big.
7+7. Boy, that's going to be tough.
I mean, I guess I can protect her with Vartox. Oh, but you can stop one character ability, which means Vartox
Yep.
is not useful to protect kinetics.
Hey, vey.
Oh, and he is also cosmic.
Yeah, I'm just going to check one wording thing and then I'll... Yep. Uh, Can I even get you to 0? One of the problems I'm dealing with is, of course, there's no conditions on your bonus. Your characters just all have it. Monel's bonus, Kandor's bonus, they just all have it. You can't do anything about those benefits. That's the most I can do. Ugh.
I'm sorry. I know this is the type of frustrating matchup.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty rough counter.
I got very lucky that I drew Vartox when I did. I think I would have lost that turn if I didn't.
But Vartox is not the issue. Bouncing Boy and Kinetics have made this tough.
Well,
no problem with
Vartox is the issue because none of the things I have affect my characters if they're not Team Superman characters.
Oh.
Well,
important in a different way.
These two, I suppose, do. But Kandor does not. Kandor's pretty useful.
It's fascinating. Morlocks rely upon basically getting one really good attack late game, and I haven't gotten one good attack.
They can strip reinforcement too, can't they? And stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nothing, so awful.
Nothing you have matters
right.
except that you've exhausted my whole team 5 turns in a row. That is the only thing that has been consequential, and except the +10/+10 on this turn.
To be fair, I mean, I know, totally one-sided.
Yeah.
This game was mine most of the game. Only a little dicey because I didn't have Superman until that one turn, and then once I did, I was pretty sure I had the game.
Yeah.
I still have to spend my counters to exhaust your little dudes because they're threatening to my little dudes.
Yeah. Well, you don't have little dudes anymore.
I don't anymore. I
problem.
don't this turn
right.
certainly, but even last turn, Triad's a 4/4, Ferolad's an 8/3.
Yeah.
They're bigger. They're smaller than your 3-drop.
What is the most amount of damage that I can deal to you? I can probably deal...
The problem is, evasion doesn't top my attack.
Right.
So I can attack with Mon-El versus anyone, and you can evade, but eventually he's going to get to swing through, and the more you evade, the more damage you take.
Yeah. I mean, I get one attack. What is my one best attack? That is the question.
Yeah, that's true. I still have kinetics, so.
Yeah.
Then you probably take out
I mean, yeah, it could be Mon-El, but I deal much less damage against Mon-El because he's so big, he soaks so much. So the question is it worth taking him up because his attack is also really high? Maybe.
Well, you can do something like you go for Mon-El with like Hump and your weenies, or Callisto
right.
and your weenies,
right?
Because then I can't exhaust. Yeah, keep Hump out of the attack, Callisto and some weenies, and then I can't exhaust what's her nuts without fighting Hump, which is still pretty easy, but it's still an attack I have to make. And
yeah, the problem is the weenies aren't enough to get Mon-El. Like I have to use too much big stuff. So I could, like, the gamble is. Do I think I can get a second attack?
I think you have Mon-El with everybody but Hump, right? It's close if not, so you can make it work.
It's close. 10. No, it's not enough.
He's only 25, so that's what is this? This is 8, and this is 22 here.
10, 24, 27. I can get to 27, but here's the problem. That one attack doesn't kill you.
It doesn't.
And then you will attack. I mean, you can make the case if I survive the turn, you lose 7 of your stats.
Yes, no, absolutely.
So is there a way I can survive the turn?
It's going to be pretty hard.
If I take out Mon-El, I have removed one of your counters, which is good. But then what do? You still have so much damage. How do I survive the turn?
Here's the thing I didn't say that I just realized. So you declare that team attack against Monel, and I make you attack with Vartox, and I reinforce him.
So I can cancel that by stunning Leech.
But you lose one of the attackers.
I lose 2 attack.
Yeah.
But then I can
Oh,
pop
just
Leech to my
Oh,
hand.
yeah, he's tiny. So
yeah,
that's
I pop
true.
Leech
That's
to
true.
my
That's
hand
not
and put a
awful.
1/1 counter on somebody. So it's only a net loss of 1 attack. But if I do, I guess you have to exhaust Vartox to make me do that.
I don't.
He just can do it.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
He can't.
I thought he had to, like...
He can't do it more than once a turn.
Right.
So you fizzle his power.
I thought he... It's funny, I always assume there's some restriction that, like, you have to pull the counter, but that's not the case. That you have to exhaust him, but that's not the case. I guess there's only 2 assumptions. I always make one of those assumptions or the other.
He's the jerk version. He's free.
Yeah, he's free. So I think my best play is to kill you, and maybe you can't kill me more.
I mean...
That's probably
okay,
my
maybe.
best play.
Maybe.
And it's not great. Like, that's not
I haven't run
great.
any math.
So how much can I kill you by? If I go for Monel, he's only 25 defense. He's a wiser.
But he's also only half my life. So...
Right.
Where's the killing me come from, right?
Yeah, that's the question. So let's see, that math would be 3 plus 8, 15.
You do have a huge life advantage, surprising life advantage.
Yeah.
But I still think I can kill you. Not by a lot, though, probably.
Yeah. Get up to 15. No, not quite. Ugh. Or I could do it that way. I might not even be able to get you if I go through Monel, which means I have to at some point take 25 freaking damage, which is pretty awful. So then what becomes the best play? Is there a way I can survive the turn? I could get you if I could get 2 attacks, but I can't get 2 attacks. Unless you get really, really careless. Should I count on
then
that?
if you can't get Monel, then you probably go for Triad.
Just to pull a counter.
To pull a counter, yeah. Since that's your worry.
Yeah, that's an option.
Because then I get 2 exhausts, you can cancel 1 if you're careful, and I have to pay for additional exhausts.
Yeah. Oh, God, why are you so gigantic? Why is every character so gigantic? So if I do that, I just can't get 2 attacks. Get 2 attacks. Monel can hit anyone anyway, because he's got flight. I guess your whole team has
Everybody
flight,
has
so
flight.
that's not a
The
separate.
only person who can attack anyone is kinetics.
Right.
I think actually this location I discarded, I didn't read it close. I think it grants range. Okay, it doesn't. Good. I don't feel bad about that.
8. Could do that. It's 4. 13 plus. How's this card worded?
I should check to see if I have anything that's relevant. None. Not a ton, though.
Interesting. I wonder if that will matter. That might matter. That's weird. Alright, I guess I can just do something to be dramatic, because I think I could math this till the cows come home and not know what's going to happen.
Sure.
Part of the problem is Storm, I'll mention what Storm does, because I kept not drawing her. She lets me evade with my characters for free.
Yeah, so that's important.
And boy, have I missed that mark. So I'm going to evade with Oh, man. But then there's that. I think I still have to do it. Bait with this one. Tar baby. Gotta think about this carefully. I'll sum up the totals in a moment. So that's 3. Surprisingly consequential that if I use Leech now, you can then use Vartox.
It is. I've been thinking about that. What I didn't say is, if you team attacked Vartox, I might just accept and stun Leech.
Right.
Or team attack
Monel,
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a waste of a 25-25.
Pretty important.
That's a crucial power.
This is so weird because, again, I'm having to math a little bit here. Probably Caliban.
Wow. What are you doing?
I mean, I've only got one attack. I have one chance, so it must be everything. And yet also I must somehow have defense.
Yeah.
Which is easier said than done.
Caliban doesn't seem like a good choice then.
It sure doesn't. But the math is so important. Now the question is, do I also stun Hump? Or do I throw in the towel and stun the Leech? It's so bad. Got so much cool stuff, and it doesn't matter because your whole team is +10/+10. That's so frustrating.
I'm sorry. It's what this deck does.
Yeah.
I was building to this. I made some choices to get here. I got a little lucky to get here too.
Alright, so still not enough. Unless I do it that way. Is that enough? Is that better? Your attack is also just as big with Monel. It's also awful. I think I have to stun Leech. That's so awful. Or I don't have enough. 40. Sorry this is taking forever in a day, but I have like 6 cards I'm going to play this turn, and it's not going to be enough.
Well, I mean, okay, tell me how you're feeling about it. Like, do you think you're going to win? Are you going to make it look good?
I mean, I haven't mathed out how much damage you're going to be able to do to me back. And a lot of that hinges upon if I'm threatening enough that you have to use multiple attackers. Because if you have to team attack to punch through, which is a possibility, I might have you.
Sure.
Because you'll only get 2 or 3 attacks if you're team attacking. And you got to go through potentially 2 or 3 really big characters. So, yeah, I think I include Leech. That's ridiculous. Alright, so I take 5, 6, 7, 8. So I just took 8 damage to do all that evading. Marrow is attacking Marvel. Monel. I'm going to start by playing Bum's Rush. Target attacker you control gets +1/+1 this attack, an additional +1/+1 for each stunned Morlocks character you control.
Oh boy.
I do have 2 more of those. So I am +15/+15.
Whoa.
And also, Marrow is +1/+1 for each stunned character I control. So I am attacking Marvel for... Let me math this.
Are those for the turn or for the attack?
They are for the attack, and only an attacker.
Okay.
However, what she gets for other stunned characters is for the turn. So, that having been said, if nothing else happens, and I'm talking this through deliberately, I'm +20/+20. which means I would deal you
12.
12. Oh, that's interesting, because he doesn't get the +3 plus rates. 25, 25, no, 10. Yes, 12, you're right, he's an 8 drop. So, that would put you at 4.
I would pull his counter for 3.
You would pull his counter for 3. How many counters can you pull?
As many as I want.
Then you wouldn't be able to exhaust, which you also cannot afford.
That's true.
So you would pull it for 3. I think that's a given.
Mm-hmm.
Then you would exhaust my 2 remaining characters, of course.
Right. And then I have to fight through with the rest of my team.
Which is going to be really challenging.
It's not easy.
You could still pull my attack to Vartox at this juncture.
I wouldn't, because I know you can strip reinforcement.
That's fair.
And that's stupid. I'd rather soak the damage through mana, even though I lose a gigantic attacker.
Yep. So let me ponder a moment longer. I have more options on the table. But I think I need to read this card again.
And this is a pretty good play. I honestly don't know how it's going to go now.
Yep. I mean, it's hard to see
don't.
+20 coming. I think I have to let that be it. How much breakthrough am I dealing to you?
4.
Doing 4 breakthrough. I need to think about one. I'm down to one decision. I'm almost through it. If I choose to do the thing, then that will happen. We'll think about that. You might do that. See, I don't like that. Usually I'm like, you'll do this, I'll do this, you'll do this, but no. I have a you might in there. And it matters. The you might matters. Minus is a lot of damage too. Still the right choice because it pulls some check. Alright. We'll let it ride. Letting it ride. Now
I'm going to do what we said.
Yep,
I'm going to pull his counter. I'm going to take 4 breakthrough and 8 damage, and I go to 7 life.
Yep. I will point out, as you may have considered, every time a character of mine recovers this turn, you lose 1 life.
You might have me. This is going to be a tough...
Really, really close. And
This is going to be tough.
Don't know. The fact that I'm going to stun, almost with certainty, a 1-drop or something of yours matters. Your alternative choice is that you stall, and I don't think that serves you well, but it means that we would see another turn. But I don't know.
Well, then I have to run the math.
I know.
Thanks,
I'm sorry.
Carl.
Meanwhile, our audience has fallen asleep while we've mathed in our heads for 30 minutes. That's what happens.
So let me talk through my thoughts here now. Let's assume I can get through Callisto and Hump. Seems likely.
Before you get too intense on math, I just want to review the powers that I have on the board, because there's only 3, and they are important. Actually, there are 4.
If Hump is the last character, he's +2
plus 2. Marrow gets +1
for each, and Callisto lets you pop dudes
adjacent characters to her to put counters on whomever I choose. It is worth noting that should I do that, of course, I'm reducing Marrow's power.
Right.
The final thing is I do have the Hill, which says if I control exactly 1 non-stunned character, it gets an additional +1/+1.
Okay.
That's everything I have on the board.
Thank you for that.
Indeed.
3 counters.
Yes.
So, what I do is... So my first attack is very obvious, given those powers. My first plays.
I suspect I know, but Proceed.
I'm going to exhaust Callisto,
Will work.
and I'm going to attack Hump with Bouncing Boy.
Interesting. I guess you're gigantic. So how big is your character?
My character is an 11-14.
An 11-14.
What happens after this, not so clear.
Right. Oh my. So how much attack do you have left on the table is the question I must now ask. They're, oh god, they're all so big.
11, 15, 11, 14. I don't think that's enough.
Might not be. I'm not getting Bouncing Boy back, which is really annoying. But I must accept the stun because it makes Marrow bigger. I mean, evading does too, but then you get to attack with Bouncing Boy again, which is a tremendous net loss for me. So I think Bouncing Boy just stuns Hump. And I will take. What was your? I'm sorry. What was your attack? Your attack was 11.
You die at the end of the recovery phase, Chris, so his
Yes.
ping will happen. 11, yes.
I will take 8. I'm at 13. Now wait a minute. I am going to mark. He is the first character
Right.
that has been true stunned, and that will also matter. I will pass.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I think that Pharaoh Lad attacks Callisto by himself.
Okay. It's a smart attack because you wouldn't want to go for Marrow because then I get double benefit from my characters because I can pop the characters when they're on Callisto. Your attack is 15.
That's right.
Which is a very large attack. Very large. It's huge. I do get the counter stun currently.
You do.
We'll take 2, and I will take 6. Definitely a net gain.
Technically, I can fire Pharaoh Lad's powers and avoid the damage.
How do you do that? I'm sorry.
I can pull a counter, and he has invulnerability this turn.
Oh, that's
I
interesting.
have one counter, and if we don't go to next turn, it doesn't matter.
Right.
I may do that for the 2 damage. Although, I suppose if my subsequent attacks don't work, it won't matter anyway.
Boy, I wish you had a lot less attack still on the board. Tell me again the number.
15.
15. If I can find a way to foil that, you might have more attack pumps. It's at least possible. Still have... The Mare will be very, very large. But then you will team attack her. You can swing clean. Interesting. Is that a thing that can happen? That is a thing that can happen. You would team attack with your weenies, of course. Because in so doing, you would take 1 and I would take 5, which would be a net gain. Taking 6 from that, which would put me at 7. You probably save the counter no matter what.
It's worth more for Mother Bugs.
Right. 7. 7 is the number.
Obsession.
Obsession. Obsession with numbers. Oh.
Yeah, you die at the end of the combat phase, otherwise Shadow Pact wouldn't work.
Yep. So, I'm going to bring something out. I don't know if this is going to matter, but while we're enjoying Technicality Land, it is possible that the point in the recovery phase at which you die, or lose if you have the lowest endurance, is between the start of the recovery phase and the point at which characters recover.
That may be, I don't know.
And that might matter because that's 1 damage difference.
Stop stalling.
Right. Stop stalling.
So, can you fizzle? It doesn't look to me like you can. You'd have to have stuff.
I am not without
it's a costly
stuff,
fizzle,
so
even if you
close. I mean, if it works, you take 2 and are at 5, and you have to still hit through 2 big characters.
If you fizzle it, yes.
Right, if I successfully fizzle it. Part of the problem is you can basically force the same play again, though only he is actually large enough to do it. Alright. I think I allow that as though I had some sort of option. Is that true? 6. And then you'll hit there. And then I'll do that. But then you'll do that. Oh, lordy. If I math this correctly, there's at least a possibility that we'll go to next turn, which is insane. So, I think you'll have to team attack. Alright, I'm going to go for the foil. Hell with it. I could math this forever, and it's going to start to make me nauseous. I have Shrapnel Blast. Target Morlocks, attacker, or defender you control gets +4/+4 this attack. If you control 3 or more stunned characters, which I do. And then I power up. And my defense is 16.
I will make you pop a dude, because I also have a power.
Yep. Well, I will pop the cheapest. That does mean I put a counter on this stuff. And then I do, unless you do not have an additional thing, he will be stunned.
I might have to stall.
Yep.
That sucks. So, just so I understand, when all your characters recover this turn, I would take 4?
That's currently correct. By popping that character, I did give up 1 damage.
Oh god, I have to stall? That's not going to go well for me.
This is like... Yeah, this is like something. We'll just go with that. It's like something. You've still got your Vartox counter. If you do make that choice.
I think I have to stall. That's fucking ridiculous. Triads are going to team attack Callisto.
To get the extra stun. It's probably a good play. Yeah, that's probably a good play. Callisto becomes stunned. For 6, I will deal the damage to the Triad in front of Vartox arbitrarily. take 6. I'm at 7. You will take 1.
I will. I will pull a counter. So I will gain net 2. As I must.
Yes.
I'm going to exhaust Vartox to play Home Sweet Home. To play exhaust Team Superman character control, recover target stunned character control at the start of the recovery phase this turn. I'm going to exhaust Kinetics to play it again.
Oh my.
And recover these two characters.
That is fancy. You pulled that counter to gain life. That's a thing that you did. Oh my goodness.
You can ping me, I lose.
That's really, really sad. I should not have popped Tommy to my hand.
Does he ping?
Well, not exactly. I couldn't see it. There was no way.
There was no way we were going to see how that turn went out. But we go to 9, 7 to 7.
Yes.
I have initiative, although I take 5.
Yes. I'm going
No,
to play...
well, actually, one of your... This is a natural stun.
That is correct. I'm going to play from my hand Good Samaritan. As an additional cost to play KO a Morlocks, stun Morlocks character you control. I'll choose Tar Baby. Recover target stunned Morlocks character you control.
Take 1 from that.
So you're pinged for 1. Though it's going to save you some ping here, because I do have 1 fewer character. While that character is defending this turn, if a character would cause breakthrough against it instead, they deal 3 less breakthrough. But more importantly, I get to keep Callisto. And finally, I think do I give up another damage? I could to put another counter on Caliban, which might actually be correct. The odds of me drawing, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to pop to add another counter to Caliban. So you're only going to take 2 ping damage. I'm giving up the ping damage for the stats.
Huh. What a game.
Boy, ain't that the truth.
So I take 2. 2, right?
Yep.
I'm at 4. And you're at 7.
Yep.
And I have no counters.
I still think you got me, but it's gotten more interesting.
I have a thing, but it's not a game ender.
Yeah, that's fair. It's so bizarre. I think I had you, but I couldn't have known that popping Tommy to my hand was the wrong character to pop to my hand, and that's ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. This draw. Right. Okay. 7 to 4. I guess it's your initiative. That will really, really matter. Boy, will that matter. Boy, will that matter.
Man.
If you've got nothing, I'm going to have a hard fight.
Yeah, I don't have nothing. That is so.
Then I've got a
I'm
hard
trying to
fight.
decide if I want counters or characters.
Interesting. Man, I think I'm rolled.
Because what I
had my
recruit
shot.
will net me either counters or characters. Not both.
Yep. That is fair.
I think the answer is... Well, my best guess of what you're going to do is throw those dudes out there again. And that's annoying because they have useful powers that can fizzle my stuff. And they can count for counters later and rar and awful and everything. And I hate you. I think I need characters. That's unexpected, which means I have to put into play a vulnerability, which is also unexpected.
I got this character right. Also, Morlocks, you're so good. Why did you not do your cool stuff earlier? Grumble muttered.
Well, wait. I might be able to do both. Let me map this. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, shit. I can get some counters and some characters. I didn't even realize that. That's awesome. The way I do that is I pay 3 endurance to use Kinetics' Mother Box to put a counter on Bartox. You with me so far?
Yeah.
I'm going to boost Timberwolf.
Come on.
Timberwolf is Cosmic Surge. Boost 1. When Timberwolf comes into play, gain 2 resource points. Spend these resource points only to recruit Cosmic character cards. I will spend those 2 and 1 more to recruit Kinetics.
Oh, interesting.
Kinetics has a counter.
Interesting.
I will also recruit with my remaining 5 resource points
Superman.
Superman.
God damn it.
Superman's power is Cosmic.
That was a good round.
Activate, remove a Cosmic counter from Superman, stun target character if its cost is less than or equal to the number of Team Superman characters with Cosmic you control. Now, I'm going to do that now before you can recruit your Fizzle character.
That's a good choice.
I'm going to activate and pull and stun Callisto.
In response, I'll evade. Oh, Superman, why? Man, that deck is so brutal.
Then I will form.
That's so bad.
I mean, I don't even need...
That's so bad.
I don't know. I need my attackers. Oh, but I'm going to take so much damage if I'm careless. Whatever. I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Not going to think it. We've thought too much of this game.
Yep.
Everybody's in my front row.
I agree.
Except for Superman and Vartox.
Well, you simplify things by eliminating Callisto. 1-to-1. Ah, Superman. Oh, that's so sad. Right. Well, I'm going to recruit Tommy for free.
Oh, there you go.
Tar Baby. Tommy again is just free. Tar Baby lets you remove characters from your KO'd pile. Leech. Everybody loves Leech. And Healer. And I have 1 card in my hand. Healer says whenever another character you control recovers, gain 1 endurance.
I have to back up a little bit.
Okay.
I didn't play a resource last turn on purpose.
Oh.
Which means I didn't have 9, which means I couldn't get the counter from Kinetics.
Okay.
Which means I probably don't spend 3 to put it on Vartox yet.
Okay.
Doesn't change a whole lot.
I accept. 1 counter could matter.
Well, I can still spend the 3 until I take damage.
Right, that's true. Right, so Healer says whenever another character I control recovers, gain 1 endurance. If I'd had that earlier, I'd be in much better shape, I think. Also, pay 1 resource point, which I will do. At the start of the recovery phase's turn, recover target character you control, use only once per turn, and I will choose Healer. And then I need to figure out how the hell I'm going to form, because this is going to be weird. I will point out...
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I still have to fix this.
Mm-hmm.
I could have recruited Apparition as well.
Oh, interesting. Wish to recruit a hidden character. This is interesting.
I'm not crazy about that because of your stupid power.
Caliban is... And I've only got 1 card in my hand. So if that 1 card is a physical card, I could discard it to attack a hidden character.
Apparition's power is remove a cosmic counter from a character you control. Target character you control can attack hidden characters this turn.
Sure. So my formation is... I mean, it's something. So you're going to have to be kind of careful. This is weird. I don't actually want to double up, I think, my big dudes. I think I want to protect Leech through Caliban. I don't really care. Maybe like this. But I actually want some of that attacking gumption, even if it's those little guys, because now they're only slightly littler than your entire army. I don't think I have a chance, but we'll play it out. All foreign like that, we shall not overthink, to your point. Callisto's sitting here. Stop. Like I said, I think it was a tough fight if you did nothing, and you instantly stunning one of my most important characters has definitely swung this in your favor.
I think Timberwolf and Pharaoh Lad and Triad go for Marrow. I'll leave Triad out. Timberwolf and Pharaoh Lad.
Sure. So what is your total attack?
15.
15. Okay, do I stun a ton of crap to try and do something about that? Probably not.
That's what I figured.
I guess I'll hit...
Same either way.
I guess you're right. We'll do Timberwolf. You can't make him a...
Well, you're right. He is Cosmic Surge, technically, so probably the better choice then.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not getting another
No.
turn.
Well, I sure hope
so,
not. And I take 5. I am at -4.
I will pay the 3 to exhaust Hump,
Sure.
and yeah.
Well worth it.
And then I will take, I'm at -1.
Right. Well... I will discard a physical card.
Oh, are you kidding? Oh, man.
And I'll attack.
Man, that's a bummer.
I don't think it's a difference maker, but it's not one.
Well, you make me play this early. I will play, as an additional cost to play Foil Assassination, return a Legionnaires character you control to owner's hand, recover target stunned character you control.
Oh, interesting. That's good, real good.
I think I gotta attack Tar Baby with Monel, which you will evade, but I need to make you evade it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Is there any fancy shenanigans I can do? Yeah, I mean, I must evade, so I'll take 3. I'm at -7. Yeah. I guess I get to swing one more time, so I'll hit your 1-drop Triad that isn't immediately reinforced.
Your attack is 8.
Correct. I'll get you negative.
9. Your attack is 9.
Yeah.
I'm already negative.
Yeah. I'm going to play Morlock Justice because it's my last shot. You can't be reinforced, and you get pinged for 1 for each stunned character I control.
Which is 2.
Just 2.
So I go to negative
3.
I go to -4. I can't be reinforced. Doesn't matter. I'm not being reinforced.
Yep.
Your attack is 9. I will take 6 more from that. So I'm at -10.
Yep. You got me soundly. Well, I guess I get some recovery stuff.
Mono
Actually, I shouldn't put
attacks.
this counter there to be recovery.
Healer.
Or no, she was done naturally. Sure. Mono attacks. Healer.
Evade. Probably. Maybe not. I don't know. So, at some point, you're going to have to eat it.
Right. I mean, I could evade. How much more attack do you have on the board? You got Vartox for... I guess Vartox is only 7.
She's 4. He's 7.
And you got Flight on everyone?
Everybody's got Flight.
I wish that were less true.
So I can break up your reinforcers, so this might be the best attack to take from unless you have magical reinforcement.
Boy, I wish I had a trick. I mean, if I could magically reinforce, I still have a shot. But I don't have that. Let me just work it through real quick. So if I do evade, you will continue to just pick apart with Monel. No, that's not true. You must go for one of my back row characters, and then you hit the other one with Monel.
Right.
Should I have used leech for something? Was there a thing I should have used leech for?
I haven't fired a power.
Powers?
I did this. Can you cancel a plot twist?
I could have canceled exhausting hump.
That's true.
I probably should have done that. Can we rewind to that? I mean, enough.
It's
so much.
It's a couple of turns. We can probably do it. Let's take it slow.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
this attack is undone.
Yep,
That's
sorry.
one.
Yeah.
The prior attack was you attacked.
Let me think for a second. Before we do all the rewinding, let's make sure it's even worth it.
It's definitely worth it.
Well, I guess I get to attack with him.
Yes, absolutely.
Sure. Because it breaks up my ability to reinforce.
Your previous attack was Caliban versus Triad. That attack was 9.
Right.
And you pinged me for 2.
For 4.
For 4.
Yeah. 3. I thought it was 3. 3 stunned characters.
I did something wrong in the math there too.
That could be true. You were at 1 when I did the thing. Because it's a
Is that
ping.
the only damage I've taken this turn? It might be.
I think so. Yeah. So you are.
So we rewind and I go to +1.
Right. So then.
+1 was when I exhausted Hump, but you may not have made this attack as well.
Right. So you still have that character and whatever the card was that did the pop.
Yes.
That
wasn't so bad.
Was that it? Was that really it? I feel like I took more damage.
You made an attack that didn't result.
Right. So I made the attack. You foiled the attack and then used Monel to hit Tar Baby. So I have 2 more left.
Okay.
I'm at -5,
Yep,
I guess.
that's
We probably foiled that.
No, I think that's pretty right.
So then the question
But
is...
you were, -5. Okay.
You might reconsider what your attack is with... Because you stunned out of the gate.
You're right.
Because
I try to exhaust Hump and it's my initiative. That's
right.
what happens.
So yeah, and just for kicks, we were tied at 7 apiece at the turn. Is that right? At the start of the turn?
1 apiece.
Right. 1 apiece after you stunned Callisto. So I was this. You team attacked here. I dealt you only 2. So right. So you were at -1 and I was at -4. Is that correct?
Yep. And then it's your initiative.
Okay.
But as that attack
So
resolved,
then
I try to do the...
You try to do the exhaust. I stun leech to take 2.
Right.
Putting me at
don't get
-6.
exhausted, and now it's your
I still, I get to do a swing with him, and I still have the Tommy in my hand, which is surprised I'm going to be able to attack him here. So actually, probably what I would have done is the same thing. I don't think there's a reason I would have done something different.
Try to do it with Hump.
Like, my other alternative...
I guess either way, they're both pretty good.
My other alternative is to hit Monel, but it removes a ton of your attack from the table, which might actually have been the play. And it's kind of painful because...
You lose whoever you attack. Usually,
yeah, it's like a net gain for you. But you still have to keep fighting because I've got various things on the board. I think that's the right play.
Okay.
So the question becomes, can I get Monel? Do I have anything that lets me get Monel magically? I don't think so. So I have to do it with my big characters.
Right.
That is 19. So I do it with those 2.
Okay.
Because it still saves me more. I don't even know if this is going to be a better outcome.
I accept, and I attempt to deal the damage to Caliban.
To prevent me from hitting him. Yeah, that's a good call. So I will take 3.
I take 8. So I'm at -9.
I am also at -9. I'm gonna just one reminder that I did pay the resource point at the start of the turn and targeted healer, so he will recover at the start of the recovery phase.
Right. So I think I attack Tar Baby with Vartox, actually.
Right,
Next.
that's probably good. So the question is, do I evade there? If I were to
You're not going to probably get a better evade, so you might just take that.
Well, here's the thing. If I evade there, Vartox attacks Tommy, which is better for you. So I will have to evade with Tommy as well.
Right.
Healer is a less appealing hit. So who do you have left? You have...
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that might be the one that I take. Is that true? If I just take that...
What a crazy game.
I mean, Tommy's going to have to evade anyway, because you're going to swing at Tommy with anyone. Or, no, but that's not true, because I have to soak. Tommy, Tarbaby. Tarbaby soaks 1 damage. It's all Tarbaby soaks is 1 damage. So I would take 6, and you would take nothing. But you have to keep going anyway.
Oh, I don't. After this, if you don't swing back, I'm done.
I guess I can do an attack. Well, that's not true, because at the start of the recovery phase, you will take 4, and I will gain 4.
Okay, thanks for the reminder.
Yeah.
Right. So I have to win by 8. Ugh.
Yeah.
Your stupid win by X decks. They're exhausting.
Yep. Well, boy, is that the truth. So if I take it, your next play will be to swing at Tommy, at which point I will probably evade. If all your guys weren't +3/+3, I'd be feeling a little better. But the problem, you see, is healer's attack is really effing tiny.
Good.
And that's kind of annoying. I think I take that.
Okay.
So I will take 6, and I'm at -15.
So I need 2 more to win.
I need to think for a moment. Healer can attack. I think this is inconsequential. I could have discarded my 1 card to just trigger that I can hit hidden characters, but that's not the right play anyway. So what happens is healer attacks 1 cost triad, and I will ping you for 5 and strip your reinforcement.
Okay, so you just did it for the ping.
I did it for the ping, because that's going to matter, and I don't think Tommy's attacking, so...
14.
After this game, I'm going to sleep for a day.
This might be... I might not be able to get you. Because no one character of mine can stun healer.
Oh, interesting. Oh! I had not considered that. Healer. You're right. Well, you've still got your hidden character.
Yes. Yep. So I can get 5 more. So what I do is I make you evade with Tommy, and then I can stun the rest of your team.
Well, but is your attack enough to force me to do the evade? I think the best hope I've got is to not evade across the board. Did you get a real stun on somebody here? Not on Caliban.
I did on Caliban. You team attacked with him, and I stunned
okay,
him.
so that's really, really important. Okay, so Caliban was 1. Tarbaby was not an evade. So actually, a lot of my characters are not evades here. Is that right? You got a bunch of real stuns. I've only had the Leech evade and the Marrow evade, because you targeted Marrow with... you hit... or no. What did you go after Marrow? Oh, you did team attack Marrow, and I took it. So I'm actually not pinging you and healing for a lot. Is that right? Have you gotten 4 natural stuns? You might have. So I'm not swinging it by that much at this point, because I think all my dudes were natural stuns.
It can't be all of them.
Callisto was. Well, actually, Callisto was targeted with... So I evaded with Callisto. So Callisto is actually an evade stun.
Right.
Tarbaby, I soaked Vartox's attack.
So he's normal.
Marrow, I soaked... I hit. I was team attack, so I'm legitimately
so
stunned.
And then I think the rest are right.
How did you get Caliban?
You team attacked with him, and I stunned him.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's legit.
So the number is, I need a spread of 4.
Right. But if I evade with Tommy, that's another 2.
So I attack Tommy with Apparition.
Right. So if
5.
I do nothing... If I do nothing, I will take... I must evade.
Okay, she readies.
I think that's right.
And that costs you 1.
And it does cost me 1. -16.
And then I team attack healer.
Right. And your total attack is...
8.
That'll work. I don't get to stun anyone back, so I take another 3. -19.
Over the spread. So maybe I stop there.
Right, so what happens if you do nothing? At the start of the recovery phase, I naturally recover healer, which pings you for 1.
4. So it's back to 8. It got back up to 8.
Right, because healer is a free recovery for me.
Shit.
It's still not wrong to attack him. You must
No,
attack
no,
him.
so well,
it's 3 more
then
damage.
I team attack.
Right.
Hump.
Right. So what is your attack?
9.
I am +2/+2 because I'm the only character left, and +1 from this, so I currently have 10 defense.
Alright, then I don't do that. Maybe I lose.
Well, we've done enough rewinds here. Let's play this as perfect as we can. I think what that means is you hit hump before you hit healer.
Well, I can't get healer if I hit hump.
He only gets +1/+1. Like,
So, what the difference is, yeah, it doesn't matter. So I have to go after hump with a 2-drop, which means you counterstun a 2-drop. I have to include a 2-drop to get hump. So I team attack.
You do the exact team attack you did against healer and the exact team attack you did against hump, but you do the team attack against hump first.
Oh, because I see.
So you do the exact same thing in a different order.
You're right.
So I still don't know if that's enough, but it might be. That's the closest this gets.
Right. So I team attack hump with triads.
Right, so you team attack hump.
For 8. Cutting it really close.
For 8, as you must, yes. Hump is stun. I don't have a thing.
You do stun a triad.
So I stun a triad for 1. I'm at -20. I forgot to take my 3 life back because you didn't stun healer. I took 4 instead, so I'm at -20. That is a natural stun. So the spread is 5. So then you team attack healer, and you don't get counter stun, and I take another 3, which is 23.
We're gonna die.
I don't like that. That's really bad for me.
It is really bad. You don't know how bad that is.
I have kind of an idea. It can't get like the difference between you having another Monel, for example, and you not is inconsequential because I'm out of characters because I had 4 natural stuns.
Right.
But it's still.
Well, you know I've got another mono.
I do.
Yes. Because I recover triad by returning mono to my hand.
Oh, you never did the return. Interesting.
That was part of the rewind.
Right. Yeah. Do I have
recover Timberwolf.
So let's run it through. Let's run it through. So he recovers. You are pinged for 1. I do not gain a life from his own recovery, I don't think.
Well, I have to choose to do that. Because I can't do that after the recovery occurs.
Right. I actually might have you. I might have.
If you do have me, then
like no tricks. He counts as -1 for you naturally.
Right.
I still have one of these characters that I can recover.
Right.
So you take 1, 2, 3, 4. And I gain 4.
Recovered.
So the spread was 9.
So you do win.
I win by 1. God.
Whoa! You thought that was such a wash.
It felt like a wash.
That was an amazing game.
I just can't. That became incredible. It was really frustrating in the middle because I'm like, I can do nothing. And that's what this is. It's frustrating. So it is -17. No, negative
4.
Yeah, you took a total of 5.
5 from your ping?
Total of 5.
Like -20.
And I'm -19. I think that's correct. Because I was 23. Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Right. The whole time we were counting the difference, I wasn't accounting for the fact we actually recover one of my natural stuns.
Nothing I could do. That was great. What an outcome. It's going to be a 2-game night.
It's going to be a 2-game
We're
night.
out of time. We're when we usually
Man.
stop.
Woo!
Chris disagrees.
I don't know if I've ever survived mono. I don't. A
That's probably
mono.
the first time anyone has survived mono. Yeah.
That game felt so hopeless, and those
Oh,
last two turns
jeez.
were so crazy.
Shrinking Morlocks, man.
Oh my god. I'm glad I won it since I lost the first game.
Man,
that
oh,
was nuts.
man.
I've never played 3 bums rushes in one play either, I don't think.
And it only barely mattered.
Well, and what's so absurd about it is, like, I had Morlock as a strip reinforcement.
Yeah.
But I only had one, which meant if I played it, you could reevaluate whether or not you switched to Vartox.
That's true.
And it was one of those things where... so what was interesting is I was dealing you 4 breakthrough, and this would have pinged for 4 at the time. So that seems like a wash, except the difference is me stunning Vartox for 4 damage and pulling him from the table, or me stunning Mon-El. So it's actually better for me to save this, not spend it, not make you recontemplate the switch, because the breakthrough isn't what mattered. What mattered was pulling Mon-El from the board.
Yeah.
So here, I want to go back one turn also, because there's one other really, really consequential thing that I had no idea would be consequential, which is the turn prior, when we're getting really low, and you ended up with a very small amount of life. I think it was, I want to say it was, you started the turn with 4.
You got me, well, at the end of the turn, after all the attacks had been resolved on the previous turn, which was 8.
You are like,
I was at
1?
4,
Okay.
and I pulled a counter to get to 7 prior to your ping.
Right. So the ping brought you to 2. Or
I feel like I was at 1.
right. So that's right. I also feel that way. So here's what I came to. If I had not pulled Tommy from the board, I'm like, I'll just pull my cheapest character, because then recruiting cheap characters is good. But I had forgotten to account for the fact that I could have pinged for... So, like, I had my recovery card, and I could recover and stun the character and push you under, but my other characters were higher cost, and that one cost me... it made sense at the time. We'll have to go
I'm
back
not
and
even
recap.
following you. You gotta help me here.
It's basically like, I had my recovery card, and my Hail Mary was, you were going to be at 1. And I can force you to 0. I had a life advantage slight, and I think it was like, I stun Marrow and this character, and then recover this character, and stun this character again, and I have you. Except that the character that I pulled was the 1 cost, so I would have lost more life than you. And it would have been like me at 1 and you at 0 if Tommy was the 1, but because it was Leech was my lowest cost character, it would have been both of us at 0. And this will make more sense when we go back and look at the video.
Yeah.
And I will point this out. I will go to this point
Sure.
and say, here was the thing I did wrong. And I couldn't have foreseen it. I couldn't have mathed to the point that I would have been able to force you to 0 and me been alive at 1. Given all the other math we did, if only I had not returned Tommy to my hand.
As one wouldn't, right?
As
Of course
one
not.
would. Because it's like, return the cheap character so I can bring him back later.
That's silly.
But it was funny. I think, yeah.
Sorry, Casey. I gotta drive home yet, and we got an early morning tomorrow, and Kyle's kind of an earlier guy these days, so
Yep. I'm
we
pretty
probably
sure.
do need to call it.
Well, Rachel isn't back yet. Did she get back?
I think so.
Rachel, are you back? She might be asleep.
Yeah,
Because she left with Amanda to drop her friend Amanda off.
I think she's
Or,
back.
I'm tired now.
Yeah, but we're both pretty tired. We
Yeah.
started tired too.
Yep. Well,
It would not be a pretty next game.
no.
I mean, we had some trouble there at the end of this one.
Oh my god. That's one of the longest games we've ever had on stream. And I really took forever on that one turn. And I'm sorry, they were like, when you're sitting there with 3 bums rush, and I know what that is. It's fine. It's just an alarm. It's 11 o'clock.
We got an alarm going off over here.
Yep.
I appreciate that, Casey. I mean, Chris will tell you, I am certainly one who likes to encourage people to make bad choices.
yeah, I spent forever on that one turn, and the reason I didn't like 3 Bums Rush. So the options I had 3 Bums Rush. I had the +4/+4 if I have 3 or more characters stunned, but I can also use that on defense. And I had the Ping You While Attacking, which also strips your reinforcement. So I'm literally sitting there with +19/+19 attack, and an ability to strip your reinforcement and to ping you. And 4/4 again, 4/4 of it can be used on defense. So I'm like, and you're sitting there with possible exhausts, and every single like exhaust or possibility is compounded by like 2 mother boxes, and it's just like that was like. If I were well rested, that wouldn't have gone much faster. That was like brain meltdown levels.
If I would have gladly traded 1 mother box for an earlier Team Superman character, because it would have let me protect my dudes better.
It's so funny because certainly you're right. Obviously, being teamed up in a team-up deck is a pretty consequential thing. But from my lens, it was always, I have such powerful offensive stat modification that the whole time I'm just thinking, just let me get 2 attacks. Just 2 damn attacks, and it'll be fine. I don't really care who it's with most of the time. I forget how tiring Morlocks was to play, but it was made more tiring by that match.
That's a true story. I tell people that's what Chris says about me. That's on my dating profile. I am so proud of that.
Yep.
But we should call it. Thanks for sticking with us.
Yep.
Oh, I am so beat.
I am exhausted.
Well earned tonight.
Well earned indeed.
And we'll see you next week. And again, in 2 weeks, Kyle is gone, so probably some more video games.
Yep.
Dungeon Mans is what I was playing. But next week should be normal cards. Oh, here's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Let us try to remember next week to lead with a AA.
Yeah.
We don't want to play extra AAs or anything.
Right, but let's just make sure we start
with our AAs.
I agree. Well, yeah, that was good. And thanks for sticking around, guys. Sorry we're out of steam. Here it's later where you are, so...
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Well, we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Night
Good
all.
night.